Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Subnautica. I hope everyone is doing great today. I know that I am. We are picking up right where we left off on our island here. We are recording this before I put out the previous episode, so I haven't had a chance to look through all of your comments. But again, I do want to reiterate, I appreciate all of the support and following we do have on this series. It's actually doing way better than I anticipated it doing. It's nothing insane like millions of views, but for me, I just appreciate those who actually are really enjoying it and feel like they have the time to even just leave comments. I know it doesn't seem like much, but to me, I do appreciate it, so thank you so much, guys. So like I said, we are picking up where we last left off. We are going to run through all of these PDAs. So just to recap the last episode, we first went to pod, I believe it was 19, if the number is right. All the numbers start running together after a while. But we went to pod 19, which was extremely far down in the ocean, 300 meters down. We got some PDAs from there, and it pointed us in the direction of a rendezvous point on an island. Now we just so happened to come up from the surface, or come up to the surface from being down in pod 19, and we found this island here. I didn't really anticipate it. I wasn't really focusing on it, and it just happened to be the place where we needed to go next. So that was awesome. We went around. We actually went up on the top of this hill here, and we found a observation area. I don't know. Can we see one there? Yep, there's one right there as well. So we found one of those, but over there, we were able to do a bunch of scanning. This whole island, we've just been scanning a ton of stuff, a ton of new wildlife, new flora, new items to be able to craft up. Like the planters down there. We got some wall planters. We did get the multi-purpose room, which is in here, or this room itself is the multi-purpose room, which is awesome. And then in here, we did find some more logs for whoever was the person that was living here. So for this episode, what we're going to start off with is going through those PDAs. I think there's maybe 4 or 5 of them. If we jump into here, it is what? Desagi, I think? Degassi, maybe? That's probably more right. The second pronunciation is probably way more accurate than what I was trying to go off of here. But here we go. We're going to start with this one. Paul Torgel's log number 1, maroon. Okay, actually, so these are all different ones. They're not all necessarily the same ones. So we have Desagi ones here, or Desagi? Oh, that's the manifest for the crew. So that's the ship, and this is the manifest. Oh, okay, I'm understanding now. So the person is actually Paul. That's who we're listening to. So let's listen to the first one here.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degassi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
Wow, okay, so holy smokes. So these people crashed here, I'm assuming quite some time ago, because we're finding their leftover habitat, their leftover like little bases and little huts and everything like that, their planters and so on and so forth, and it's all rusty now. We're not seeing any of them here, and it definitely looks like it hasn't been kept up with in quite some time. So I'm going to make the assumption now that they're no longer around here. Either they've succumbed to the environment, or I'm going to guess that they probably weren't rescued. That's what I'm going to go off of, and I'm guessing that's what we're going to eventually run into. So let's go to the second one here. So the voice log number 2 it is around a storm. So it sounds like the mercenary might have been correct that the weather was going to turn for the worst here. So let's see what goes on in this.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. And no staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Okay, pretty interesting there. So they experienced a lot of weather, a lot of rainfall, and we haven't experienced anything like that yet. But I wonder, as we progress farther and farther, if we're going to start running into things like that. So we'll have to see here. We have the third one here, so let's see what's going on here. Return from the deep.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Alright, so with this one, I believe we found it up in the observatory, up on the mountaintop, so that's why he's talking on the view there. Obviously, as you can probably make the connections with, Margaret and his father passed away, and that's why they are part of the ecosystem now. And it seems like he is on track to eventually join them there, which is unfortunate. But he is talking about going deep, so we're going to have to understand what that means. If, you know, we're going deep on the island, if we're going deep in the ocean. We already did find some kind of alien tablet, so let's see what's going on. We do have the curious discovery in voice log 4, and this is all we've found so far. Maybe there's more voice logs, but we're gonna go with this one. It's kind of interesting that this is number 4. Oh, this is okay, because it's still, I gotcha. There's a bunch of different ones. So this was his son's one, number 3, and then this is going back to the ship log at number 4. Okay, so we're jumping all over the place. It might not be in the exact order, like the 1, 2, 3, 4 is not the exact order that they all happen. So there's probably more to find. So let's see what we got going
What
on
is
here.
that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
Seek fluid intake.
All right. Well, there we go. We went through all of them. We do have alien data because this is the purple tablet. So this is what that last recording was referencing. So the purple tablet, the carbon-based device is lighter than it looks. It features a symbol which resembles a U upon lit up in purple. Despite the onboard power still functioning, algae growth on the exterior indicates that it was abandoned hundreds, perhaps thousands of years ago. While the technology is far beyond Federation levels and there is no obvious way to interface with it, it should nonetheless be possible to fabricate a precise physical copy of the device if necessary. Interesting. So we should be able to make one now. For whatever reason we would want to do that. I'm guessing there has to be something for it. So, and we do have the multi-purpose room, like I said, so that is awesome. Do we have it up here? Purple tablet. Yeah, it's under equipment. Doesn't really tell you what it's for, but we do need ion cubes and diamonds for it, so that's a little bit crazy. We do need food though, and water, and we have 0 of both of those. So let's try to get some food here. Are we full up? Our inventory's completely full up. Holy smokes. Okay, so we gotta drop some stuff here. Our tablet is shaking a little bit for whatever reason. There we go. What could we get rid of? We have cave sulfur here. Titanium is pretty easy to find as we go. So I think I'm gonna drop some of that. And then do we have salt? The salt is always easy to find. Okay. Let's pick that up. It does take up a lot of space. We can consume it, and it does give us food and water. Well, this is actually pretty convenient that we can, where was it? There we go. That we can have these.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Oh, yeah, this is totally worth it. Now, unfortunately, they do take up a lot of space, like I said. So we probably, unfortunately... Oh, that was the last one. I probably should have held on to that. Oh, well. What we really should get rid of is probably some of these. I don't think we need that. The shrub seeds, I feel like we don't need. We can get rid of those. The small marble melon, can we use that to grow stuff with? Food 11, H2O 7. Wow, okay. Let's have some of those. Okay, so this is funny. It's actually, there are different sizes for it. So let's have that bad boy. Perfect. Okay. And all this stuff is just, it's just chilling. It's just rolling around here on the island. I don't know if there's anything else out here that we should care about this way. Obviously, we want to go over to the rendezvous point next. That is the next big thing for us to focus on. It's really cool. There's a lot of different pathways to take on this island. You can tell that they've made it feel like someone has been here before. I mean, other than just the observation towers or rooms and everything like that. We do have another PDA here, though.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay.
Integrating new PDA data.
New PDA data. Okay, so let's take a look at here. Data bank. Okay. Voice slug number 3, the aftermath. Here we go.
You see, Chief, you brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush
I'm gonna let it play in the
payday.
background.
Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead crew, a habitat that's half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets. That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. We take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple 100 meters deep, lots of metal deposits.
How do you imagine we'd live?
With ready access to building materials, like damn queens, a couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, do you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal.
Alright, yeah, so I just played that in the background. I guess I could have been doing that for all the other ones, but I was kind of getting into the story, what was going on with them. We do have a proposed Degassi habitat, 250 meters down, but it's over 1,000 meters away. So we're going to have to look at that in a little bit here. We do have a crossing here, which is kind of cool. We're crossing over this little inlet of water. And it is starting to get dark out. I'm trying to head over to the rendezvous point over there. And I'm taking the most impossible way to get there, unfortunately. I figured that we would loop around the island a little bit. But this is taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. So what I'll do is I will cut away. And then I'll bring you guys back once we get to that... Ooh, hold the phone. When we get to that rendezvous point, we do have some more stuff here, though. Hold on. We do have some more of these melons. I think we've already discovered some of this. It would have popped up with a scan if we could scan it. Wow, okay, so this must be their whole entire, or part of their food sources here. They got some potatoes, some melons, and so on and so forth. This is cool. So anyways, we will come back once we get over to the rendezvous point. Alright guys, so heading over to the rendezvous point, I see it out there. I'm in a little cave right now, and we just ran out of power. Hang on, we gotta change this bad boy. We should have a full one, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, let's change it. Cool beans. So it's like right out there, but we need to kind of go that way for it. But I did notice in this cave, I was about to backtrack when I found this. It definitely looks like we have some alien stuff in here. Nothing that we can scan thus far, but yeah, look at this. Holy smokes. Okay, we're gonna try to just get down here and see what we got going on. We're gonna try to be careful as well, just to be safe. I don't know if there's anything that would attack us in here. It's not looking like it. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, hold on. We did get some stuff that we could scan. Something down there. Interesting. But we are gonna get a nice screenshot of this. And then I am going to put this away. We're gonna get a screenshot. I like that. Cool beans. Okay, so let's pull up our scanner. What do we have here? Ancient floater. Okay, oh, that's below it. It's below what we're looking at now. That's what's holding up the island, I believe. Now, this is really interesting. Alien arch. Okay, oh, we can scan the whole thing. Alien archway. So interesting. Okay, so what can we do with this? Does it have to integrate with the tablet or something along those lines? Do we need multiple tablets to like get something up and going here? It's not very specific on what we need to do here. I probably should pull our light back out so we can see what's going on here. It'll let us know again if we have something to scan. Okay, well, yeah, I guess there's nothing really more for us to do here. I'm not seeing anything obvious that we can do. And also, this is green. I'm guessing that we would have to find some kind of, like, green tablet or something. Like, maybe, but I don't even see a place where we would put a tablet, to be completely honest. Actually, you know what? Let's take a quick second. We can go to the data bank, go to alien data, the alien arch. The structure's intended purpose is unclear. Theories on function. Ceremonial or religious role, industrial applications, advanced transportation network. Further research is required. Okay. So, unfortunately, we really can't do anything with it. But that's okay. It was cool that we found it here. And I'm guessing that as we do some more exploration, we'll find more of these. And we can scan them and hopefully come up with a better explanation of what their use is. Now, we do need to get back out of here because we want to find our way down to the rendezvous point again. So let's head back out of this cave system. And we're going to try to loop around here because I think we might be able to get down there without having to use like a sea moth. Because you can definitely... yeah, we should be able to get down here. Okay, we do have some cave systems here. We could have come from that way. This will get us down here. And that's the rendezvous point right over there. So we do have a little bit of water here. And as you can see, this is how the island is being held up. It's not even all the way down to the ocean floor. It's actually just floating, which is kind of cool. And we do have some of these down here. What is this? Is this the table? Coral shell plate. Okay, well, we can't take any of those. So no worries. We're going to go up here. We're going to hit up this rendezvous point. Let's see what we got going on here. Is there anything else to be interested in around here? Nope. Okay. Let's grab this PDA. Rendezvous, a voice log. Let's see what we got here.
PDA data.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen, 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen. Out.
Oh, wow. Alright, so they unfortunately didn't make it. Now, is there anything additional that we could do for them? It didn't pop up with anything like additional coordinates or anything, so I'm guessing that they're just lost at sea. And maybe that's what we're kind of backtracking on now. Maybe we already found, like, that's what we found was their final lost at sea point was pod 19, and then we kind of backtracked to the island that they were originally coming from. I think that's, if I'm piecing it together right, that sounds fair enough to be accurate for it. Now, the other thing I did want to do, because we've gone through all of that, there's actually 2 observatories now that I'm looking at it. So there's one, I think, or maybe we've already been up to that one. You start getting a little bit turned around on the island as you move through it. And I have a feeling that we've probably missed 1 or 2 things as we've been exploring this place. But there is that observatory way up there, and I kind of want to take a peek at what it has to offer to us. We just need to be careful and navigate our way around. Now, this isn't obviously the most direct path to it. Maybe this will take us there a little bit better. Oh, this takes us down. Okay. Ah, I see. There is a little path back here. Okay. That we can take. And I think that's going to lead us up to the top. So let's go up there. Alright guys, we made it to the top here, and it's actually kind of funny. I feel like I have my graphics set decently high, but you can see as we've gone higher up, things have started unloading down there. A lot of the flora is gone, and a lot of the higher quality graphics have been reduced. I'm guessing it's probably just to save or to create a better efficiency on the gameplay. But it is what it is. So anywho, we do have our observatory up here. And we've already discovered most of this stuff, so unfortunately we can't really scan too much. We do have some more food items in here. And then, what do we have down here? A desk. Okay. With another PDA on it. So this is the voice log 1. I know there's easier ways to get to all of this. You can just hit tab, I believe, to get into everything, but I don't mind. I don't mind going in the long way to find it. So here, let's take a listen to this.
Is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators. Fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
Okay. Well, there you go. That kind of mostly wraps out a lot of the stuff. I don't know if we might be missing a log or 2, but we did find the one showing their proposed habitat over that way. So I wonder if we head there, if we're going to find some more stuff. So I'd be a little bit interested in doing that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to head to the Sea Moth. We're probably going to head out of here. We've spent a lot of time on here, probably, what, half an episode last time, and then, you know, almost the full episode this time being on this island. And I feel like we've definitely explored a decent amount of things here. So I feel like we are at a good place where we could start moving on to the next thing. Now, can I easily get out of here? Can we do one of these? We can. Cool. So we unfortunately do need to pass back through where those crabs were, but we'll just kind of go through it pretty quickly here and get over to our sea moth. So there we go. So yeah, over 1,000 away. I think it's actually farther than our homestead. So what we might actually do is head back home first and foremost, and then from there maybe check out the proposed site. Yeah, because our home is a little bit closer. and that we can regroup and get some stuff done that I said I was actually going to do in the last episode, but we can do it in this episode. So guys, with that being said, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're making a quick pit stop here back at the base, and I figured out how to repair our sea moth. We just use our repair tool. Don't know why I wasn't thinking of that before, but that's okay. So, like I said, we are back here. So I do want to head inside, first and foremost. Let's enter our base. Holy smokes, wow, look at that. Okay, so I'm guessing that the scan has increased based on maybe where we've gone to. But that's kind of cool, and it's scanning for the limestone chunks. Let's get rid of that, and let's get our builder pulled up here. And I did want to get to the battery charger. Okay, so unfortunately we do need to go back inside to get the fabricator. So hold on, let's go back outside. Let's go over to here. And let's see, can we get this going? Get our wiring kit up and running, just like so. And we do have the advanced stuff now for the aerogel, and then basic materials. We can make enameled glass, which is kind of cool. Let's check if, do we have space in here to put anything? We do not. Okay, so we're just gonna have to hold on to things for now. We can get some more storage going in here, I believe, though. So we might want to put a pod in here just specifically for storage, so we can keep things, you know, stored. As the name entices. So what we want is a battery charger. Now, is there any place? Okay, we can put it literally on any wall that we want to, which is kind of cool. So we could put it in the hallway here if we wanted to. I feel like right here would be a good spot, so let's just build it right there. This will allow us to charge up our batteries, so we can put our batteries in there. That, and I think that's all we got on us for now. There might be some stored as well, but we'll put them in there. It does take some time, it looks like. They're only at 1%, 2% now, so yeah, they do take some time, but that's perfectly fine. And it actually gives you a little HUD there. That's really, really cool to see that we have a HUD that'll show us as things are progressing. So let's get out of here, and I say we take a look at the multi-purpose room now, because we do have that possible. The multi-purpose room we need more titanium for. But can we have it come off of... We can have it come off of there, like so. But we do need more titanium for it. So that means going out and finding some titanium, because we do not have any, unfortunately. And I know it's been said in some comments to hold on to the titanium. Don't make too many of the ingots because you can't reverse those. And I'm well aware that we can't reverse them, which is perfectly fine by me. As long as we have ready access to go and find more of it, then it doesn't bother me too much. And typically we can find what we need. Like over here, we probably have some ship scrap that we could grab and then deconstruct if necessary. Maybe we have some. I know we've seen it laying out and about, so I'm not too worried on that stuff. So let me, well, we might have some right there actually. Let me go around and let me get some scrap. I want to get a multi-purpose room going, and then maybe put some more storage there, and then that's where we'll round out the episode. And then probably in the next one we'll try to go and find that proposed habitat. So guys, we will be right back. Alright guys, so we are here back at the base, and I got some food and water together because I was pretty much dying. It was not a good situation, and what I've realized, the best way to get water, I was using those fish to produce water, but the best way to go about it is to get salt and coral tube samples to get bleach, and then to use the bleach to then get disinfected water ×2, and it'll give you 12 ounces of microorganism free disinfected water, and that's 2. So we got 4 of them from what I had, which is awesome, which will definitely help us.
Stabilizing.
So you saw how much we got from that one. Let's try to do one of these. This should give us 30 on it, which is a lot better than what we were dealing with from the smaller ones. So that's pretty cool. We are all set there. It should hold us over. We do need food at some point. Of course, it's telling us now that we need food. But what we're going to do is wrap up the episode with getting the multi-purpose room going, because that's what I really wanted to do. For some reason, it won't let us put it right there. Do we have to have maybe something additional for it? Like if I were to put Do we need to have a foundation for it? That's the question. I don't know if we have to have a foundation for it. Let's take a peek here. Get up above water here. Okay, that didn't really help us. Nope, that's not what I wanted. We'll go over here to data bank. Let's go to blueprints, habitat, the multi-purpose room, habitat built fabricator, bulkhead door. Where is, maybe if we just go under blueprints itself, it'll tell us a little bit more. No, it doesn't really help us at all with it if we need to have a foundation under it or not, or if maybe it's that we're missing some of these components, like maybe I have to put it a little bit farther away. What can we do? This needs glass. We don't have glass on us. We can just try one of these compartments and see. We'll do an extension onto there like so, and then the multi-purpose room. Okay, now we can build it over there. Do we have enough of items for it? No, we're missing 2, unfortunately. We're gonna have to find 2 more titanium to complete this. So let's just see what we can find. Oh no, not one of those. I'm stuck. Okay. Damage. Dang. All right. So again, we need 2 more titanium. It would be nice if I did have some just on me, but unfortunately I do not. So we're gonna have to go out here and just do a little bit of searching. Really what our best bet would be if we have enough space. Let's take a look. We do. To find some ship components or some ship metal scrap and be able to break that down. Now typically we can find it over in this area because there's a lot of fish over here that will like pick it up and move it around and so on and so forth. Here we go, right here. Metal salvage, that should give us 4 pieces. So let's head back to the ship. We'll deconstruct that and finish up our multi-purpose room. All right, we got what we need. Let's finish this bad boy off. And there we go. We have our multi-purpose room.
It may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity.
Okay.
Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
Oh my Lanta. Every so often these things come around. Let's just get inside. Whew. Okay. So we're good to go there. I am a little bit curious though. We could get a grow bed going. We do have more interior modules that we could do. I was curious on the reactor. Where is that at? The bioreactor, we do need a wiring kit and lubricant, but that really would, yeah, that would help us get a lot of power, which is kind of what we want to have because the power that we have now is only central to us at night. So let's put this in here. We do need a wiring kit and lubricant. We do need food. We're having a rough time here. So what we're going to do, we're going to end the episode there, guys. We can always come back next time around and continue on the path that we're on. But I think we are at a good stopping point. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below, or better yet, leave me a comment. Let me know what your recommendations are on where to go from here. Obviously, we're going to keep going with the radio. We're going to keep building our base out. We're going to keep exploring, discovering, and having a fun time. But I always love hearing from you guys. If you're new to the channel, you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and bell notification. I'll let you know every single time a new episode is posted to the channel. I do stream over on Twitch. I have that linked in the description along with the schedule and my Discord link. Feel free to hop on over to the Discord if you want to keep up with what is going on with the channel or with our streaming schedule. So guys, with that being said, thanks again for sticking through till the end. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks.